guess let's get right into it. How you doing, Miss Paula Perry?
I'm fine. I'm here.
Let people know who you are.
I'm Paula Perry. I'm a former Motown artist.
Opinion premiere, we rising out the cuts. What? Jealous eyes wanna.
I was down with Master Ace Incorporated. Now I'm down with Team TA. Familiar Faces, my team as well. Little Mama, my niece. Big up.
That's what's up. So, let's start from the beginning. How did you get into the rap game?
Well, I got in the rap game. I met Master Ace through a cousin of mine. He introduced me, and it was a clip right then and there. And he decided to take me on the road. I performed with him at the Palladium, and I remember Suge Knight offered me a deal that night.
Oh, really?
I was young. I know he was big. I was like, okay, I'll take his card.
Okay.
But then, you know, after that, I was touring with him for a long time, probably for like 6-7 years. Me, him, Lord Dig, and Lachey, his wife now, Master Ace's wife.
Okay.
And then I got signed to Loose Cannon Records first. Mr. C signed me.
Dope.
Then after that, it was Mercury. Then I went on to Motown.
Dope. So you started like just like spitting at what age though?
14. 14, banging on the table.
Now from
on the microphone.
Right, that's that era. Now from that era, like, do you feel like, how do you feel it was for like females getting in the game?
Well, back then it was kind of hard for females to get in the game, but it was more females in the game back then.
Right.
You had your Roxanne Shante, you had your Sweet Tea, you had people that made that impact and still was making a name, still is today. Salt and Pepper. When I was coming up, let me see, there was Little Kim, there was Charlie Baltimore, there was Foxy Brown.
Right.
You know, there was a lot of strong females in the game that set the path for me, which I was probably rhyming before them, but I was in a group at first, me as a solo artist.
So who some of the artists that inspired you to do that?
Well, Master Ace, for one, because he inspired me to keep on going, and he signed me to the INC first. He found me my deal. Mr. C, I have my manager Eddie Bo, I have my family. You have my other female artists such as Queen Latifah, Little Kim, Ma Barker. You know, everybody just gave me that push and that extra support to keep going.
So, but what do you feel like now, like what's missing, I guess, as far as the female in the game? Do you feel like the female voice is being heard in the game?
Well, since Nicki Minaj came out some years ago, it kind of like stopped the flow of female artists, which I didn't understand. I would call some of the record companies and like, well, we ain't signing no more females. And I didn't really understand that, and I know it was a lot of my fellow female artists upset about that. Mm-hmm. Now, it's like the doors is opening now for females again. And I think you have your hardcore female artists such as Young and May, Remy Ma, you know, people, you know, setting that stance to let us through.
Right.
That's what's bringing us back through right now.
Right. Do you feel like it's on the female rapper to break through, or do you feel like it's an industry thing that's keeping the girls from breaking through?
It's definitely an industry thing, because you have a lot of female artists out here that's talented and one that's hungry.
Right.
They want to make music. They have studios in their houses. They record every day. They send their records and they demos to the executives. It's the industry, definitely.
What do you think that's about? Not to harp on that. I'm always trying to find out what is causing that.
I don't know. Some people say it's the Illuminati, which I think is bullshit. Some people say it's the man-dominant world in the industry, and some people say it's money.
I just feel like too that, you know, the female voice, like you have the guys now speaking for the women,
right.
And you know we're from that era where we spoke for ourselves. You know what I mean? Like we were talking what girls needed to hear. You know what I mean? That's missing.
After a while, a lot of these labels wanted to water things down, especially when it came to female artists and with the male. So I think that the males had broke through the barrier first.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And let the hardcore back in. Because, you know, for a while it was tight pants, it was like on the gay type side.
Right.
It wasn't really real hip hop to me. So now I feel like a lot of doors is being opened now because a lot of people is taking a stance now to what real hip hop is supposed to be.
Right. What do you think real hip hop is?
I mean, it's that feeling, it's that fun feel, it's giving you that energy, and it's talking real life stuff. I mean, you have your stories, you even have your make-believe stories.
Right.
But at the same time, you have that feeling, you have the beats, you have that, well, how can I say this? You have that bass line to make you feel the hip hop. Right now, a lot of this music, you don't really feel it, you barely understand what the heck they're saying.
Right.
Back then, it was more simpler.
Right, and you do feel it. I'm thinking of some of your joints. Speaking of joints today, you had that hard feel. Like, how did that come about with you and Primo?
Well, I knew Primo from way back in the day when I was working with Ace. So me and him was good friends along with Google, God rest his day. And him was a lot of other producers. They produced a lot of songs on my album. And I just felt that the song that me and Primo did was the best choice for the first single. So we were friends for a long time.
So, are you still doing your music thing today? Like,
oh yeah, definitely. I got Team TA backing me, Millionaire Team there, that's my manager right there. I have other artists coming after me. This is probably my last album and mixtape I'm putting out.
okay.
You know what I mean? Because I want to get an executive chair, which I was before I was shooting videos.
Okay.
Along with my son, who was 4 and 5 at the time. But everything was happening so fast, and I just felt like the powers that be wanted me to slow down a little bit. I had to take a break. I had to go down south, 2012, and I just came back like a month and a half ago.
Okay. So the new mixtape, the new sound. What's the new Paula Perry wave?
It's still hard.
Still hard.
I'm still trying to cater to today's sound,
Okay.
but I'm still speaking my shit.
Right. That's dope. So what can we expect though? Like some of the content?
Just talking about real life issues, talking about my struggle, talking about raising these kids. It's just not happening. Being women dominant instead of male dominant.
Right. Right. Are you addressing any of the issues that we're experiencing as black people? You know, in 2017, there's a lot going on. You know, are you bringing that to the table?
Yeah, I'm definitely telling these young girls to keep their pants up and keep their skirts down. Strap up, be safe.
Right.
I'm definitely telling these young boys out here to put the guns down. Stay out of jail. You know, stuff like that. There's a way that I put it, but there's also a message behind what I'm saying in every song.
Right.
Although it may be hardcore, I may be talking that shit, but you gotta listen.
Do you feel like, speaking of a message, do you feel like the message is missing from, you know, the sound of hip hop today?
Yes, but like I said, you know, everybody has their own space in music, so we can't please everybody. But the bigger message is definitely, the bigger picture is definitely missing to me.
Who are some of your faves out now?
Well, out now, I love Remy Ma. I love what Young and May's doing because she's being herself.
Right.
I love French Montana. I still love my little Kim. I just love pretty much everybody. I even love Nicki again since she stopped looking like a clown and stopped letting her records out so much. So.
Well, since you put up Nicki, what's Paula Perry's take on the whole Remy versus Nicki battle?
I mean, I love it. I told Remy a long time ago when she was in jail, when you get out, eat. Hold no mercy. Because Nicki was trying to act like she was her friend, but everybody knows she wasn't. Everybody knows how Nicki is. And I guess Foxy Brown is the only friend right now, but it's only at the top. So I'm very happy with what's going on. That either just drove me crazy. I mean, I was doing it a long time ago, but you know, I just had to sit back and let the world see the truth of what it is. I didn't want everybody to say, oh, she's picking, oh, she's mad because Nicki's winning. To me, she's losing. She lost already.
And how do you feel like of the outcome of that battle? You felt like...
I feel like Remy ate. I mean, it wasn't nothing Nicki could say that could come back from that.
Even with the follow-up hits and all that?
No. What was she? No. She wasn't saying nothing, but the same old thing she'd been saying. Nobody want to hear that anymore.
And do you feel that, you know, females are not working together enough in the game? Do you think that that's part of the issue?
That might be part of the issue. And just like my Motown album, which never came out, I had like 6 of us on the same record. It was called Six Pack, me, Heather B, Bahamadia, Nikki D. I wasn't looking for the mainstream artists. I was looking for mostly the underground artists, just to bring our way back up top. And I feel that if a lot of young ladies, you know, just become into unity, then I think it'll be better for us.
Right.
In the long run.
What do you think, I mean, I always bring it up, what do you think causes that? Like, other than the industry and what the industry puts on females?
The competition of it all.
Right.
Everybody who got the biggest breast, the biggest butt, who's messing with the most guys.
Stuff that don't matter.
It's not really anymore. It's more material.
Now, back in the day, how do you feel like you, how did you feel like you earned your stripes? How did Paula Perry get that name?
Just by pushing, stay pushing. Paula Perry's my real name. Molly Mall suggested and Master A suggested that I stick to that name. And I just kept the struggle. I just kept on, non-stop. I didn't let nobody tell me I can't. When I know I could, I knew what I was capable of.
Now you repping BK. Like, how do you feel? You feel like right now, like Brooklyn is doing their thing as far as hip hop?
Yeah, I think Brooklyn is coming back. I think Brooklyn is coming back, full-fledged.
And what you gonna
There's a lot of
do?
unity in Brooklyn right now.
What are you gonna do to keep that going?
Just keep people together. Just show these kids that there's something to look forward to. You know, and if it's in music, it's in music. If it's in education, you know, just stay educated, stay in your books. But just keep everybody, you know, with the youth.
Right. Now, in the beginning, I heard you mentioned Little Mama being your niece.
Mm-hmm.
Are you working with her as well?
Well, she's doing a lot now. She's in LA right now, so
Okay.
she's more on the acting side now,
Okay.
more so than her music.
Okay.
I'm pretty much letting her have her freedom. You know, I was heads on during her first and second album.
Okay.
You know, but now she's grown, so I let her make her own decisions.
Now I want to ask you this personally because I felt like she had like a resurgence recently. Like she was dropping some fire freestyles and fire videos. And I thought that it was hitting. Like, what do you think is keeping her from getting that recognition, like that respect of, you know, because her work ethic and the sound is good. So
I can't really say. After that stuff that happened with her and Jay-Z and people was going real hard on Twitter, it kind of scared her a little bit, and she lost a little confidence.
okay.
But I try to keep her, and then it can also come from management. It can also come from people in her ear and stuff like that. Like right now, I don't know what she see a lot. Me and Big was also good friends.
Dope. So if the people know your social media and stuff, then where to find
Alright,
you?
sure. Paula Perry 101, that's my Facebook. You can find me on Twitter under Paula Perry God N1. And also on Instagram, Paula Perry.
All right.
Yeah, just Google Paula Perry, everything will come up.